Hello guys, welcome back to literature classes. This is Abhilasha. Guys, today I am going to talk about morality plays and interludes. I have already discussed liturgical plays, mystery plays and morality plays in the last video. And I told you that I'll make a separate video on morality play and interludes. So I brought this. So without doing a further delay, let's get started. Guys, what are the exactly morality plays? What is the meaning of morality? Moral. Moral means when somebody or someone teach something to us. So by the morality plays, we can learn the how to react, how to do the things, how to behave. Okay, so in the morality plays, the actors or the authors want to show that our soul how it reacts. Our soul have there are two types of soul in our hearts. These are good soul and evil soul. When we are going to do something bad, or when we are going to attempt something wrong that is not good for us and for other people, that time our good soul says don't do this, but our evil soul says do this, attempt this, try this. Okay, so when we realize that this is a bad thing and we should not do this, that is our moral value. So a play which teach something moral, by which we can learn something, that is moral, that is morality play. So by the morality plays, these morality plays were performed in the medieval theatre. Okay, so these were very popular in the 15th and 16th centuries. What are these morality plays actually? See, the morality plays were the most popular in Europe during 15th and 16th centuries. These were very famous in the 15th and 16th centuries. This is a genre of medieval and early Tudor theatrical entertainment. Means these are also a source of entertainment by which we can see ourselves through the plays, through these plays. These plays are allegorical, means when abstract things play like a human being, that is allegorical things. So these plays are allegorical. In it, the protagonist faces so many moral attributes. There were so many moral attributes as shown in the morality plays, who try to prompt him to choose a good life or evil. I told you that human beings have good soul and evil soul. So when these soul prompt us to choose good life or evil life, these are our human soul. The protagonist's quest for salvation. The protagonist want to take up salvation. The protagonist want to find a place where he can rest, where he can have peace. And his confrontation by death is also a theme of the play. Means when a people dies or when a people confront death, that time how he or she react. Anybody does not want to attempt death, means anybody does not want to confront death. Why the people can't confront death? Because it is also a very painful feeling. So nobody want to die. That's why, so these things, how people react when he confront death, how people do the things how he talks to death. These are the themes of morality plays. Morality play convey a moral truth or lesson through allegorical terms. Means there are some allegorical terms are conveyed. These are truth. These are conveyed in the morality plays. We also find 7 deadly sins in the morality plays. Means these morality plays also talk about 7 deadly sins. What are the 7 deadly sins? You know very well. Pride, covetousness, lust, gluttony, envy, anger, and sloth. These are 7 deadly sins which are also depicted in the morality plays. Morality plays often involves sermon also, moral truth or some moral lesson. Actually, the purpose of morality plays was didactic. It was to instruct the audience by the application of Christian doctrine to everyday life, to a common people. There are some examples by which you can easily understand what are the morality plays exactly. The Castle of Preservance, the very earliest morality play, and the next one is Everyone. If you would read these 2 plays, you will easily understand what morality plays exactly. So, next is interlude. Actually, interlude means between the play. When something is put between the play so that the audience or the people can have some type of entertainment. To entertain some audience, the authors put interlude between the play. Means a thing which is put between the play. These are short plays. Interludes are short plays performed for the sake of entertainment. These are the short plays which are performed for the sake of entertainment only. These are very popular in the late 15th and 16th centuries. These were also popular in the 15th and 16th centuries. These belong to medieval theatre. In interludes, the secular farces and witty dialogues with a religious or political point. There are some secular farces and witty dialogues were put so that people can understand, and these are put or often between the courses of feast. Means these plays are often performed when a course of feast, when the people are taking rest. These are put when the audience or the people seeing a very long play. That time they put a interlude there. Okay. And these plays were performed by professional actors, bands of professional actors. A very famous writer of interlude was John Haywood. John Haywood's The 4P is very popular, and the meaning of 4P is the palmer, the pardoner, the apothecary, and the peddler. These 4P was written by John Haywood, and he is one of the most famous interlude writer. So this is morality play and interludes. I hope you would like this video. So that's it for today. I'll meet you very soon in the next video. Till then, keep studying and have fun with literature. Thank you.